This is the first video I'm making on my backdrop. Oh, this is so exciting! Give this video a thumbs up if you'd like to see a video during this YouTube 101 series on affordable studio equipment for beginning YouTubers, because I have a ton of advice and places to buy stuff like this for cheap if you're interested. Welcome back to the second video in this new series that I am doing on my channel called YouTube 101, or better title if I can think of one. But basically, I'm about to hit my 3-year anniversary on YouTube. I'm also about to hit 10,000 subscribers, and I get a lot of questions on my videos about how to start a channel or tips for new YouTubers and just little things that I wish I could tell every single new YouTuber when they start making their content, and pass on some little tips and tricks that I have learned, trials and errors from when I started my channel, and so on. But of course, before we get started, don't forget to leave a like on this video because it really does help with my content. Comment down below if you have a channel or are starting one, and then everyone who watches this video has a list of all new small YouTubers to check out and subscribe to and support, as well as subscribe to this channel. We really are like one big family over here with lots of love to go around, and it's never too late to join. All you have to do is hit subscribe. Basically, this is everything that I wish I knew when I started my YouTube channel. As I said in a previous video, I'm going to go into depth on all of these different topics in upcoming future videos about how to edit, how to make thumbnails, copyright-free music, how to get brand deals or join a network. So this video might be a bit surfacey with some new tips and tricks, but we're just beginning to dive in, so don't worry. But with all of that being said, let's get right on into the tips. So my first tip is to back up everything. I mean, everything. And off of that, delete unnecessary files from your computer. So it's no secret that video files take up a lot of storage. I didn't really know how much storage until I started making content, and I realized that my laptop was not capable of some of the big files, especially when I was working on more than one video at a time. That being said, it's important to invest into a hard drive, or even just get some flash drives and store some footage on there or on your memory card. Don't store unnecessary footage or files on your laptop if you don't need to. All it does is slow down your editing process and make it difficult to create content. My second tip is don't waste time telling people who don't get YouTube about YouTube. When I first started my channel, a lot of my friends were not part of the YouTube community, and unfortunately some of those friendships even ended because I started this new passion and journey as a YouTuber and they didn't really get it. So naturally we grew apart. That's okay, because you'll also grow closer to people that do get YouTube. But something that I've also learned to keep friendships is to continue to talk about stuff that made you guys friends, and if YouTube is something that they don't understand and aren't willing to understand, it can create a imbalance in your relationship and ultimately harm it. Learn from my mistake. But off of that, some friends are really supportive and they will totally invest in this new passion that you have and learn to appreciate it, like Hadley and Carter. Shout out to you guys. Love you. But overall, I just think it's safe not to waste time venting to people about YouTube who don't really get YouTube or aren't part of the community, because it's just gonna go over their head. An example for me is if my brothers try to talk to me about video games, or my boyfriend for that matter. I just don't get it. Tip number 3, you don't need expensive, top-of-the-line equipment to start off. The lack of lighting, a tripod, or a camera even shouldn't be what's holding you back. I started on my webcam and my iPhone. In fact, for the longest time, my most viewed video was filmed on my iPhone 5, propped up on a fruit basket in front of the window of my freshman year dorm. Not to mention that Tana Mojo, Gabby Hanna, and a lot of other bigger YouTubers film on their iPhones all the time and create great content that people watch. You don't have to have the most expensive or professional setup to create good content. Of course, 3 years later, I'm grateful enough to have a backdrop and professional lighting, a tripod, and a camera, but I worked up to this. I promised myself when I first started that I wouldn't purchase a camera until I hit 1,000 subscribers, just so that I knew I was dedicated, I had an audience, and of course some revenue to help support this. And then once I hit 1,000, my content slowly but surely progressively got better. So if that's the type of incentive that you need to produce good content, I definitely recommend that. I did the same thing for my vlog channel. I waited until I hit X amount of subscribers. I think it was like 500 or so before getting a vlogging camera, mostly because I was about to go to VidCon and I wanted an actual vlogging camera to have to vlog with during that experience. You first start out, don't worry about that stuff, just worry about making videos and posting. And I tell this all the time to new YouTubers too, that like if you start with the really nice equipment, you have no room for improvement. Like your content can't get any better because it's already so professionally well done. Does that make sense? So I always like to reassure myself that as well, because when I was making content in my college dorms, of course the quality wasn't that great, and it's getting better. Like, look at me now, hey! Don't unsubscribe for doing that. The fourth tip is super important, and I see this mistake happening all the time in videos, and it's a big pet peeve of mine. Never apologize for how you look in a video. Just don't do it. Most of the time, your audience doesn't even notice what you're apologizing for. Is it on your face, a freckle, lint on your shirt, or lipstick on your teeth? We don't see it until you say something about it. It only gives a hater a reason to comment about it if you're pointing it out to us. A creator that's doing this right is Jenna Marbles. Whenever she has the no makeup, haven't showered look in a sweatshirt, she zooms in on her face and says she's looking hot, or I look like a snack right now. Sure, it's a bit sarcastic, but it's also like, you go girl, more power to you. You do look hot right now. In fact, no makeup is honestly the best look for vlogging. When I first started watching Alicia Marie's vlogs, I loved how many vlog clips she has of her with no makeup on, just looking fresh out of bed, and there's nothing wrong with that. Never apologize for how you look. It only opens up a door for hate. The fifth tip is kind of specific to my vlogging channel and my vlogs. If you have a thought that maybe you should start vlogging or filming a moment, do it. There have been so many days where I had the fluttering thought of, maybe I should start vlogging today, and then didn't, and then wished that I had. You will only regret not filming something. Off of this, my next tip is, it's always better to have extra footage than not enough. 2, 3 takes, make sure that that shot is everything that you want it to be. When I was in high school, I took a couple intro to photography classes, and these definitely helped with my YouTube channel now, because back then my teacher always told us that it's really hard to take a good picture once. Sometimes you have to take the same picture a couple times at different angles or different lighting options and experiment with your frame before getting that perfect shot. Same goes for YouTube sometimes. So it's always best to have a lot of footage to choose from than not having enough. Okay, the next one is super important, but my 7th tip is don't judge somebody's content quality by the number of subscribers that they have. Whether they have 2 subscribers or 2 million, it means nothing. Watch their video and make your own uninfluenced opinion. I try really hard to follow this mindset when I'm finding new channels, new smaller YouTubers to watch, because it can be really easy to look at the number of subscribers and determine their quality content based on it. But don't let this determine how you view their content. Watch a video or 2, create your own opinion, and then decide. The 9th tip that I want to share are actually 2 pieces of advice that I learned from VidCon 2016 when I went to a couple panels with Swoozie and Arden Rose. The first quote is by Arden, and she said, "Don't be afraid to do the little things." Take this as you will, but it's incredibly important when creating content and starting your YouTube channel that you take the time to put in effort with the little things about your channel. The links to social media, filling out the description box, creating a cute thumbnail. Don't be afraid to do the little things. It makes a big difference. Now, the second quotation that I kept in my journal from VidCon 2016 is by Swoozie, and he said, "The genesis is the most important part." In fact, I'm pretty sure I paraphrased this in the last video that I posted, because it's true. When you're starting your channel, the beginning really is the most important part. The genesis, how you begin, the story of how I started my YouTube channel. It grounds the foundation of your entire platform. So never forget that right now, at this stage, when you are creating your channel, it's when everything matters most. Oops, that was supposed to be the 8th tip. Now the 9th tip that I have for what I wish I knew when starting my YouTube channel is you will never grow trying to be somebody else. That's all I gotta say. And my last tip of what I wish I knew when starting a YouTube channel is you have nothing to be afraid of. Be confident and own up to what you are proud of to be creating. Never be ashamed of your content. You should feel proud. You're the creator after all. And finally, if you decide to start a YouTube channel, don't forget to let me know down below so I can check it out. And I hope that these tips helped you. They seriously are the list of everything that I wish I knew when starting my own YouTube channel. So I hope that this has caught you in time to help with your new YouTube channel. Best of luck on this journey. It's really exciting to start a new project. But that is going to be the video for this episode in my YouTube 101 series. I hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the other videos in this series. I have 1 listed down below and about 9 more to come, so be sure that you are subscribed. Leave a thumbs up because it does help with my content, and comment down below with some tips of your own, or if you have a channel, let's spread some support and share our channel so that we can all support and help each other out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you very, very soon in the next video of this series. I'm so excited. Bye, guys.